Oh man. Woo! Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to anyone that is taking the time out of their day to watch this video. Thank you for coming to our channel. My name is Anderson, a part of Anderson and Bartley's YouTube gaming channel, and welcome to our first playthrough. This is really exciting. We've been wanting to get back into gaming for a long time. A friend of mine and I have been so excited to get back a part of the gaming YouTube. And let me tell you, the first thing I wanted to do was make a playthrough of Pokemon. And what better way to start than making a Nuzlocke playthrough? Quite frankly, I've been practicing a bit on my own Game Boy. I know that we've been, communicating back and forth about the best way to play it, what kind of rules to use. I even considered making it a Nuzlocke randomizer, but quite frankly, I'm not ready to have that kind of game because I've seen a lot of playthroughs on that, and that's not always the funnest. So let's get right into it. So like I said, this is going to be a Pokémon FireRed Nuzlocke gameplay. And basically, for those that don't understand for Nuzlocke rules, what a Nuzlocke is there are certain rules that we add into the game to make it more difficult and challenging for players that usually play the game. So, the first important rule is if you lose a battle with your team, you are done. The game is over. If all 6 Pokemon in my party are done, I have the walkthrough is over, the playthrough is over, that's it. Every Pokemon that I catch, I have to give it a nickname. They're supposed to grow attached to every Pokemon that we catch, and I'm excited to see which ones we're able to catch. The key, though, is that every route we're only able to catch the first Pokemon that we see, not including ones that we've already caught from routes previous. I've been thinking about one of the main rules is that, not allowing to be used legendaries, and I'm not really sure about that one yet, but quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to be using them.
Hello there! Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer me to as the Pokemon Professor.
Man, this was my first game when I was a kid, let me tell you. Just listening to the music it's so nostalgic. Now we're getting to the biggest question of Pokemon history. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Some days I have to ask myself that same question. But we're gonna go with boy. Let's begin with my name. What is it? So it's funny, I kind of have an alias that I've always used for Pokemon, and I think I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with the name North. It's just... Oh, whoops. Not what I wanted to do there. There we go. That's what... Ah! There we go. Had a bit of an aneurysm, but I'm good now. My name is North. It is! This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What's his name now? Gary, Green, Taz, Toru... What do I name my rival? Yes, it is Orion. So if you didn't know, A and B stands for Anderson and Bartley. My last name is Anderson, and we have another member of this gaming channel that will be being a part of different walkthroughs and playthroughs, whose last name is Bartley. He's my rival, as he always has been. Let's get shrunk! Alright. Booting up the PC. What would I like to do? One thing that I have to fix, since I'm here, man, I need to fix no, add him in a bag. Can be registered to select easy use. I have not used this in a while. It's been a while since I've used an emulator. Save. We're gonna save. First off, we're gonna save. First and foremost, just right off the bat. We saved the game. Alright, so now I need to... Let's see. Oh yes, I forgot to mention at the beginning. Sorry if I sound a little nervous or anything. This is my first playthrough on YouTube, and so it's really exciting, but I'm a little nervous at first. The more I play, the more confident I'm gonna get. Don't worry about it, I promise. So, we're gonna up the text speed, I'm going to keep the battle scene on. I think that's going to be just fine. Battle style, I've seen a lot of people keeping shift, but shout out to TFS. I've been watching a lot of their Nuzlocke for Soul Silver. It was really fun to watch them play. Their energy is just absolutely hilarious. They were playing on set, and it was there to make the game a little more challenging, and I think that's what we're going to do for this playthrough, is I'm going to keep it on set, which is that I have to wait to switch out Pokemon during a fight until they have pulled out their next Pokemon, and I think I'm ready for that kind of challenge. We're going to make this look nicer. I don't know what kind of frame I want to use, you know, I'm not very picky with it, but I'm sure that there might be people in the comment section that are interested in which one I want to use. So if anyone in the comments that are watching this have an idea of which frame I should use, you can pick, you can give me an idea of which one you want. I kind of like going with Type 2, that's always been the one that I've gone with, so for now that's the one we're going to go with. Oh man, that text speed is so much better. First one was like a caterpillar. Alright. So that out of the way, we have to go downstairs. It's our single mother. Right. All boys leave home someday. It says so on TV. Oh, yes. I hope you believe everything you see on TV, Mom. Who lives over here? It's Orion! My rival! Are you over here? Oh, it's his sister. Hi, North. My brother Orion is out at Grandpa's lab. His grandfather's lab? Let's go visit him. Maybe the professor's there. Maybe he can give me some Pokemon. I study Pokemon as his aide. Professor may not look like it, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. I study as Professor Oak's aide. I study as Professor Oak's aide. I don't know why that always made me laugh. Ah, this is Orion. It's only North. Gramps isn't around. Well, let's go find him. This town is not that big. There's only 2 families. Plus the random people. That makes me wonder. Like, I understand that, you know, this is just a starter town, but it always makes me laugh how there's literally 1, 2, and then plus the assistants, but there's only 2 houses. So maybe they're just all big families. Who knows at this point? I don't know. What is this lady doing over here? Is that right? Oh, look at the sign! Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. Well, golly old gee! Good thing I already know how to do that. Alright, well, Professor Oak isn't around, so I guess it's time to go to the next town to try and find him. Oh, look, there's grass! Hey, wait! Don't go out! It's unsafe! Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass! You need your own Pokemon! Come with me! I don't know why I make him sound like that. I don't know, my own voice is always like this. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Orion? Let me think. Oh, that's right. I need to give you Pokemon. There are 3 over there. Now, this has always been a significant importance to the Pokemon community, especially for those that were originally a part of Pokemon way back when. We've got 3 Pokemon here. Now, if this wasn't a Nuzlocke, I already immediately know who I'm going with, but since we're doing a Nuzlocke, I gotta be really careful on which Pokemon that I pick. Our first choice is Bulbasaur, grass and poison type. Not very popular, apparently, in the community when it comes to Generation 1 and Generation 3. Squirtle. He's a water Pokemon, he's a turtle. And then there's Charmander. He was my first ever Pokemon when I played this game when I was first given a Game Boy, around 2005, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure 2005 was when I was given that Game Boy Advance. I don't know who in the comment section can correct me on that, because I was the one that got the game, but you know what? It is what it is. So when it comes to this, I've actually already made my decision when it comes to Nuzlocke. So, according to one of the game developers for the original games, they actually said, apparently, as far as I remember, is that Bulbasaur actually is the best Pokemon to pick strategically because of the type advantages. So, with that being said, I'm going to pick Bulbasaur. You want to pick the grass Pokemon? I sure do. What nickname are we going to give Bulbasaur? Well, he's a plant, and a dinosaur put together. Trying to remember. I had an idea what I wanted to name him. Let's give him a silly name. I think that'd be great. Blorp. 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 And he takes Charmander. My Pokemon looks a lot tougher than yours, so I bet he does. Yes. Well, before we have our first battle, let's take a look at our Bulbasaur. Blorp. He has a careful nature. Nope, whoops. He has a careful nature. Wow, that's special defense. Alright. Well, not terrible. Wait, North, let's check out our Pokemon. I'll take you on. Rival Orion is sending out Charmander. Blorp, let's do it! Oh, for Pete's sakes! I almost forgot his voice. You've never had a Pokemon battle, have you? Well, technically I have, but you know what? You don't know that. We're gonna try battling. Luckily, from what I know about Nuzlocke, especially when it comes to the first battle, the Nuzlocke doesn't actually start until you get Oh! No! Good thing I got that potion. Oh no! Oh no! Blorp! You're failing me! Yes, I know. Get out of my way. Blorp is dying. Okay, no, he's okay now. Keep your eye on your health. Yes, I get it. Thank you. Man, Charmander came out of the gate strong. I mean, I get it makes sense that he's faster. He's more of a fighter than Blorp, but Blorp made it! Yes! Blorp! There we go, I like it. There we go. You picked the wrong Pokemon. Yes, you did. Da 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 da. Man, I love them. Gen 1. Well, it's not Gen 1, but just the music of the older games. It brings back so much nostalgia. That's one part that I do have to say that I'm frustrated about, that I was in a weird gap when it comes to my age and whatnot. I was born in 1998, and so Generation 1 came out around that time, and my mom and my family and whatnot, I wasn't really introduced into gaming until I was about 6 or 7 years old. I mean, and during that time, the new generations were coming out, and I guess at the time my cousin, who's also really into gaming, had already gotten through Gen 1 and Gen 2, and had already gotten into the Gen 3s, and so that was the inspiration to get them into the Gen 3s for me, which I perfectly loved. FireRed was my first game ever, and it brings back so much nostalgia. Man. Blorp used Tackle. I like to think that Blorp is, you know, actually intelligent, and I just look down upon him. Oh, you Blorp, you so good. So cute. And the first couple playthroughs, you might see a little bit of fighting, and as the future goes on, as I learn these playthroughs, hopefully these edits will come out a lot more more clear and more effective. But I'm learning as I go. This is my first time, and I'm really excited. Once again, to anyone that's taking their time to watch this playthrough, thank you so much, and I really appreciate the time that you're putting into supporting the content. And if you really like it, put on a like and subscribe, and leave a comment on how you think I should, on what team I should try and focus on. Should I go for a tanky team, a special team, a speedy team? Quite frankly, it's out of my control until I get my second Pokemon. But, you know, you never know. I might be able to catch multiple Pokemon from different areas that are all different. You never know. And I'm really interested in seeing what other people think. Blorp learned Leech Seed! Yes! Now we can suck people. I'm sorry.
Yes, free sample. Thank you. I can save my money.
Man, I remember the first time that I ever caught a shiny was, it wasn't even in an actual game. I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon was out in, oh man. How old am I now? I'm in my 20s. So, that's it. So, 13 plus years. I can't do math. I know, I can't. It's bad. I don't do math. So, I've been playing this game for a long time, just the games in general. I've played all of them since Generation 3. I really want to get my hands on the Generations 1 and 2. I know that they're on emulators and whatnot, but for me, playing games that I haven't played before, there's a different feeling when I'm able to actually play the actual games on a Game Boy Color or a GameCube or any of the classic games. And I would just really love the opportunity to be able to play the original Red, the original Blue, and whatnot. I know they're actually on the Switch, but like I said, it's not just this, to me at least, maybe I'm just picky, the desire to be nostalgic, I guess. I just want to have the ability to play on a Game Boy Color and have that opportunity to say, I played the original Red and Blue. But anyway, when it comes to Pokemon, I actually didn't get my first shiny until I was playing on an emulator, and I had never been introduced into shiny hunting before. So the first time that I really saw the shiny, it was a shiny Persian, and it was on a leaf green Emulator. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, oh, why does this look so weird? And then I realized that it was a shiny. It's funny how that works, you know? Blorp! Tackle Rattata! Blurp! Hit blurp! Blurp! I'm really excited to see where this playthrough takes me. I'm excited to see which first Pokemon that I catch. I'm hoping that it's a Pidgey. I know that Pidgeys aren't... I know that Pidgeot is technically not the greatest, but I don't really see myself needing a Rattata or a Raticate, because I can find much better normal types in the future. But at the same time, in the future, I'm going to want better Pokemon that are around right now. So catching Pokemon now that I don't want to see later is also a good benefit. So it's just something I got to keep in mind as I go along. This Pidgey is strong. Unless Blorp is just not good at tackling things. That could also be it. But it doesn't matter, because Blorp is victorious! Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of grinding off camera, which is perfectly fine. Gonna go back in here. You know, I was so rude. I didn't even take time to speak to any of you guys. So kind of her. Wow. That's a lovely PC. What you have to say up here, sir? Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. They all make Pokemon completely healthy. Lovely. That's very kind of them. Every town I have, they charge no money. What kind of operation are you running? Communism. America. I'm just American. Hey, you came from Palatown? Well, I sure did. I do know the professor. I would love that. The Oaks Parcel. You shopping, sir? You gotta buy some potions. Lovely. We got some other stuff to look around here. Let's take a look. What does this guy have to say? These Pokeballs are at your waist. You have Pokemon, don't you? It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime and anywhere. I have to agree with you, good sir. Also, I love music, so if at any point during my my playthroughs, if you ever hear me jingling along with the music, feel free to join right in, because I have no shame. Isn't that right, Blorp? Blurp! I didn't heal! No! That's why I went to that's why I went there in the first place. Oh! Now I have to trudge my butt all the way back. All right, hang on a second. Yes, yes. Shove Blorp into your machine. Thank you. Whew, that was a close one. Man, Blorp could have died. I know that technically it hasn't started, but let's be honest. How embarrassing would it be to lose a battle to a wild Pokemon before you even get your Pokeballs? Rattata. I know that I personally haven't had that problem yet when it comes to losing the first battle, but let me tell you, I haven't been as stressed as I've been fighting the first fight as I did with Blorp just a few minutes ago, because Orion came out swinging with Charmander. And I don't know if that's because Charmander knows that he's my favorite and I didn't pick him because I'm going for a more strategic route. Like, I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, but that wasn't really nice. This man critical hit Blorp. Blorp's just trying to do his job. Look at him. He's just sitting there. He's so cute. I'd love for Blorp to get all the way at the end. If I try hard enough, I could sound like Peter Griffin. Who knows? Maybe not. Blorp. Level 9. Alright, let's see what Professor Oak has in this parcel. Is it weed? Ah, North, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. Well, it would seem so, sir. It would seem so. You must be talented. I'd like to think so. What is that? Do you have something for me? It's a custom Pokeball. A custom Pokeball? Maybe it has his initials on it. You almost forgot what you call me for. I'm losing who has what voice, but I don't care. These are my Pokétexes. I'm going to give them to you. And here we get the Pokédex. Luckily, this is not as important anymore. But that is. And with that sound, the Nuzlocke has officially started. Oh man, not gonna lie, I'm really excited and I'm nervous at the same time. I will fulfill your dream, Professor Oak. You know, for someone that's purposely, who's purposely trying to be an a-hole, why does he tell us to not come by his house? Like, if he's specifically trying to get into our heads, don't come to my house because I definitely don't have something there that will help you. Wow. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? That's lazy of him. I love the dialogue because that makes it sound like that our character clearly is smarter than Orion. Sorry, Orion. I love you. Alright, here we go. Our first Pokemon. Oh. Alright, it's a Rattata. Let's do this, Blorp. Blurp. Hopefully it's hopefully it only takes one Pokeball. This is a rule I do have about my own Nuzlocke that I'm going to continue using. If we're at this kind of level and they get out just like this Rattata did, I'm just going to kill it. I'm going to move on to the next route because I don't feel like wasting more than one Pokeball. Because I don't have to catch it. It's just the only Pokemon that I can catch on the route. Blurp. Blurp. I'm so proud of you, Blorp. Blurp. And luckily, we have multiple places ahead that we'll be able to get better Pokemon. And I would have liked to catch you, but not today, I suppose. Maybe on Route 2 or 3. We'll find out. Blurp! Every time the battle's over, I feel like Blorp just sits happily, turns his head towards me with his tongue sticking out. It's just a trail of saliva behind him with Pokemon all knocked out. Alright. Well, the beginning of this has definitely been a challenge. We nearly lost the first battle, but, you know, quite frankly, I don't think that was our fault at all. It was just Charmander being a dummy-doo. Yes, this time I will not forget about healing. Alright, well, video's been going on well enough. Let's see. Do we want to try to catch one Pokemon? Sure, let's go over here. This is another area we haven't been to yet. Route 22. Let's see if we can catch a Mankey. That would be nice. Give me a Mankey! Oh! Come on! Ah! Alright. If it was meant to be. It would be nice to have a second Pokemon at the least, I know that much. Yay! Our first of many. And it's Rattata! It knows on things, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. And what are we gonna name this mouse? Oh my gosh. I was thinking of the, oh, but it's a female, so it wouldn't even work. Oh, Stuart Little, that's what I was thinking. You know what? Let's just go with Sally. And I wish if there was more room, I would have named her Sally Little. But unfortunately, don't have enough room for that. Man, there's so much to do and so much to explore. We've done a lot so far in this first episode, but I think we've done plenty. So what did we do? We got Blurp. We almost got killed by a Charmander who's exceedingly jealous. Then we almost caught a Rattata in Route 1. We needed to catch a Rattata in Route 22, and we caught him. We named her Sally. We gave Oak his parcel, got the Pokédex, and the Nuzlocke has officially started. Once again, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listening to this playthrough. If you really liked it, give it a like and give it a share and subscribe. And get the notification bell a ring just to be ready for the next video that comes out. And I will see you next time. Have a blessed day, everyone.